Hello and welcome everybody. Hello Savvy Sagittarius. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your August 2020 horoscope. Now this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And if you're not a member of my channel, please consider subscribing if you find this useful. Give it a like and don't forget to click that notification bell. If you haven't followed me before, I'll just give you a very brief rundown of what I'm going to do today. Firstly, I'll draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month. I do a bit of psychic channeling while I'm doing this. We'll have a look at your horoscope, and then at the end I'll do a psychic summary and channeling for you, whatever comes through. I never know what I'm going to say, so stick around for that. Let's go to the board now to draw these 2 tarot theme cards, and we'll have a look what's likely to unfold for you this month. Okay, so that looks a little bit unclear. That's better. Okay, so first card for the first half of the month for Savvy Sagittarius. That one's sticking out. It's got lipstick on it. That's always good. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a ladder. Okay, so deep down in the earth, I'm in a sort of a cave here. There's water running. Water's all about emotions, but it's also the chi force that runs through your body. So it could be a little bit out of whack because there's water running down the walls here in front of me. The walls are sort of green, coppery colour, which is a bit unusual. There could be some growth or something about your money that's on your mind at the moment. Okay, finances. The water running down the walls reminds me of sort of leaky emotions. Your emotions might be a bit turbulent or all over the place at the moment. There goes my dogs. Okay, first card that comes up for you as a theme is the 9 of Wands. Okay, so this implies that you've been through a long struggle perhaps, and you might be running out of energy for something. You've been trying and trying to do something, and it just hasn't worked out perhaps, and maybe you're running out of steam. It's coming to the end of a cycle, and that is so that a new cycle can begin. Somebody's just arrived at my front door. I love it when I do live streams and that happens. Not. You'll see she's got red legs. This is for action, okay, taking action, and all those baseball bats there. And she has already taken a lot of action trying to get something off the ground, but you may need to pivot or tweak the action that you take in some way, okay? But it's coming to the end of a cycle so that something better can start. Okay, let's have a look now at the second theme card for the month for you, and we'll see what comes out. Going with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I get the color blue this time. It's a bright blue, like a sky blue. This is about expressing your emotions. It's also got a feeling of expansiveness, like I'm looking at the sky and the sky is the limit. You could be looking at big picture concepts this month. You know, don't get caught in the details. Just going with the big picture, a bigger viewpoint about something. Okay, so there's our sky blue I was just talking about. 9 of Cups. Okay, this is about your hopes and dreams coming true. Yay! She's got red legs here again for action. The water in the background. There's a challenge here off to the side. That's a mountain. A mountain's always about a challenge. Okay, I do need to specify that hopes and dreams are not the same as fantasy. Hopes and dreams come from the heart, even from the soul, whereas fantasy is coming from your mind and you have to put some sort of thought into it. But hopes and dreams just spontaneously appear without any magical effort. And sometimes people get mixed up between the two. Because fantasy doesn't happen. Hopes and dreams can come true. Fantasies just constructs. You know, go and write a novel a fictional novel or something like that if you got that happening. Okay, so this is about continuing to allow your hopes and dreams to go out into the universe and take whatever form they take. Okay, Spirit will look after the details, and you don't have to be concerned about that. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's go to your horoscope now. So from the 21st of July to the 22nd of August, the sun is in your 9th house here, and this is where the big picture comes in. The sun is also about insight and awareness, and you get a bigger picture on life, seeking new vistas and broader horizons. Okay, and a mentor or a teacher could be very important to you during August, someone to show you the way. The sun brings a sense of achievement and happiness. The 9th house is about travelling as well, so perhaps you've got some thoughts about travelling. It's a bit awkward to travel at the moment, but you might be thinking about it for later on. It enhances your spiritual life. There's a deepening or more insight and awareness about spirituality in general. Okay, so 20th of the 7th to the 6th of August, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. This is a great time for sharing your spiritual ideals. You actually become clearer about what you believe by sharing with others. And it's also a good time to take a trip to a beautiful place or an inspiring place. 19th of July to the 16th of August, Saturn conjunct Saturn. Okay, a time of taking life more seriously. You could be feeling more mature and more experienced about something. You might be questioning major commitments and previous decisions that you've made, because you've got new decisions coming up and they're important decisions. There are some sort of karmic rewards if you've done the right thing in the past, but if you are feeling dissatisfied and you made some errors of judgment, and we all do that, so don't build yourself up for that, because we all do that. You might be feeling dissatisfied. You may begin something important or end something important under this influence as well. It's a sort of very serious time when you really contemplate the meaning of life and that sort of thing. 30th of July to the 4th of August, Mars conjuncts Mars. It's a great time to make a fresh start and strike out on your own now. Your will, your energy and your courage are intensified. But because Mars is involved, Mars conjuncts Mars, do be careful of irritability. Maybe you're a bit impatient, and I always say, when Mars is involved, be careful of accidents, okay? Don't go too fast, slow down. Whatever your goal is, it'll still be there if you go at a slightly less frenetic pace. 4th of August to the 19th of August, Mercury in your 9th house here. Okay, so it's moving from the 8th into the 9th. All of this activity here about spirituality, traveling, and it's also learning or studying. You could become a teacher or a mentor to other people, or you may seek out a teacher or a mentor. Okay, maybe you're thinking about studying at the moment. And again, it's the ability to look at the big picture as far as travel and your spirituality goes. 2nd of August to the 7th of August, Mars squares Jupiter. You might be feeling highly ambitious and full of optimism with lots of new plans. So that's pretty cool. Do be careful of overconfidence, because Jupiter increases anything that it's involved with, and Mars has already got a lot of confidence. So also be careful not to overexert your body. Maybe you want to start a new exercise program or something, and there is danger you could do too much too soon. Okay, so 6th of August to the 6th of September, Venus is in your 8th house. Okay, going here into your 8th house. This is lovely for intimacy. It's also good for arranging your financial affairs, and both intimacy and shared resources are favoured at the moment by the heavens. You may meet a benefactor, somebody to help you through your friends. Intimate relationships are intensified. If you're after a loan or something to do with shared resources, maybe your 401k or superannuation in Australia, you've got good energy around that, so you're likely to get it. Inheritances may also be involved. Anything where you share resources with another person. 3rd of August is a full moon in your 3rd house. A full moon brings transformation. 3rd house is again about studying. It's also your local community. Lots of communications, and maybe even with distant family members like cousins and people like that. And you'll see you've got all this activity up here in the 9th, and also this full moon transforming your 3rd house. So study is, on the cards here. It's entirely possible you could do some formal study or informal. 3rd house is more about informal. 9th house is more about formal study, like something over a considerable period of time. Okay, also with this, Michael the Archangel years ago, maybe 20 years ago, excuse me, appeared to me one time, and he said, economy of words, Rose. So in other words, make all your words count. Don't just chit chat for no reason. Like, always have a point when you're saying something, and obviously that should be to enhance yourself or other people. Okay, it's not about tearing people down or anything like that. So 10th of August to the 16th of August, Mars squares Pluto. Gives you a strong drive for personal power and achievement. You really want to get ahead in the world now. Do watch for domineering behaviour, whether that's your own or somebody trying to domineer you. Ego conflicts are possible, and don't push yourself too hard. There's a lot going on here with Mars this month, and you might just stay up too late, not keep regular sleeping hours, miss meals, and just push yourself towards something too much. Just take a deep breath and slow down. Here's another one. 5th of August to the 1st of September, Jupiter squares Mars. You might be feeling bold, daring and enterprising because you want to break free of your current restrictions. You could be looking at a new job, house, relationship, etc., changing things in your life. It's important not to make hasty decisions, okay? You've got a lot of energy and you keep pushing yourself because you've got the energies there, so you try to do more because you feel a bit better. Slow down and be patient. 13th of August to the 19th of August, Mars squares Mercury, another Mars influence. Verbal disputes and heated debates. Think before you put your mouth in gear. You might be feeling a bit irritable or impatient, and again, be careful of accidents. 15th of August to the 22nd of August, Mars sextiles Venus. This is great for friendships and love relationships. They're favoured at the moment. It's a great time to express your feelings. There's new opportunities for a new romance or to meet new friends. 18th of August, new moon in your 9th house here. Okay, so a new moon brings new beginnings, and this is around, again, the study, spirituality, or international or foreign energies coming into your life, foreign connections. So something new could start. 18th of August to the 5th of September, Mercury moves into your 10th house there, and this brings a lot of communications and activity in your work. Okay, you could be career planning or strategizing. Maybe you're thinking of a new job. And then what happens is on the 21st of August to the 22nd of September, Sun is in your 10th house. This is definitely about thinking about your career and your reputation, and they're shining now. You make significant contributions to the world in some way through your work or your reputation, and authority figures could help you out. It's a great time to ask for a promotion, ask for more money, or get a new job. Okay, so big focus on work this coming up in August. 26th of August to the 23rd of September, Mars squares Saturn. Okay, this is a bit of a difficult time because there could be some challenges and you feel a bit frustrated or maybe overwhelmed or struggling with these challenges. Don't demand too much of yourself. Be patient. This time will pass. It's going to be okay. Just take a deep breath. It's still going to be there, okay? You're not going to run out of steam. It'll still be there. Okay, so now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, Sagittarius. Okay, for the month of August 2020, I'm in the car. I've got my hand on the gear stick. They're telling me, okay, turn your brain on before you put your mouth in gear. I said that before. It's also about moving your life up another level. You're going from second gear into third gear. Okay, you know, well, maybe you don't, because people, a lot of people drive automatics now, but in the old days, like when I learnt to drive, everybody drove a manual. I still drive a manual. I prefer a manual because that's how I learnt. So when you're going from one gear into the next gear, it's a bit of a strange kind of time. You kind of want to do it fairly quickly and not muck about. But I think I don't know anything about mechanics, but I think the clutch plate disengages from the engine, and so there's sort of like a limbo kind of time. You engineers and mechanical people out there will probably laugh at me. And so to here, when you're trying to speed your life up from one mode that you've been in and to go into the next mode, that's where you're at this sort of transition time. And know that your soul knows how to do it. Even if you don't know what happens, even when you change from second to third gear in your car and you don't really understand what happens in the engine, like I don't, then you know that you're going to be able to go faster. And so that time will come when you can speed up. I've got all things happening in my vision now about electronics and mechanics and gears changing and all sorts of weird things clicking together. I don't understand that, but I know if I do step A, B, C, that I'm going to be able to go more quickly in life and get to where I want to go. And so too with you, savvy Sagittarians. Okay, doors opening up in front of me with pale blue light on the other side. And again, it's going back to that picture of the sky. And this is sort of at dawn, so the sky's not at its bluest, it's not at its brightest, you know, it's sort of more pale as the sun is coming up. You've got the night sort of receding on one side, and then the brilliance of the sun, and maybe just a little bit of pale blue coming through as the sun progresses. And that's what I'm seeing for you. It's like a dawning of a new day. So you're about to go into a new thing, but you're in this sort of transitional time, okay? In numerology, that would be like 0. 9 is ending. Then we have 0, then we have 1, which is a new beginning. And the 0 is the limbo, the state of limbo. So there is a bit of that going on. Anything else for savvy Sagittarius? Out in the deep blue sea now. And I'm in a little wooden boat, and it's like fishing, going fishing. Okay, so going down deep into your subconscious to catch the messages that Spirit wants to give you. The fish are a sign of subconscious messages coming up. So look deep within, and then you'll be able to hear or to pick up, sense what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, we've all got that ability. It's just practice. There is a cross in front of me. A cross means trying to bring something down to earth, but then it's got, like it comes down that way. I must do a video on symbolism. It's on my list. The energy comes down from Spirit. That's the vertical. But then it has a horizontal cross, which actually blocks it, okay? And then you have to sort of integrate the energies of the vertical and the horizontal, two opposing energies. You have to bring together inside you, and that's the symbolism of being on the cross, with your hands outstretched. It comes together in the human heart. So your feelings, your emotions are what help you integrate the energies of the two opposites. Okay, so the reason I'm saying that is because I see across here, and that means it could be some sort of sacrifice or compromise situation that you need to make in August. Okay, it's up to you how that plays out, like if you're going to do that or if you're just going to say no and walk away and on to the next thing. But there could be an offer come to you, but it's not exactly what you want. Okay, and then you have to negotiate, and maybe a bit of compromise is necessary. Okay, then I see a padlock. A lot of visions here happening for you, Savvy Sag. Then I see a padlock and it unlocks. Okay, so then you're free. And you've got more freedom and expansion in your life. Okay. Alrighty, well, I hope you found that helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if it was helpful, and hit that notification bell. Leave me a comment, and I'm only too pleased to answer your comments, and a like would be good also. Most importantly, have a very wonderful and insightful month, Savvy Sages, and I shall see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.